My Digital Story, Art to Share by Michelle R. Hoogerhut. One day last summer, my daughter's cheer team planned a trip to New York City to bond, create memories, and strengthen their team efforts. Parents were welcome as there was a large group and they were taking mass transit. Supervision was needed to and from. The plan was to take the local train to Secaucus, then on to New York Penn Station. The final destination was Central Park. At the same time, I had been trying to get the chance to see an art exhibit at the Whitney Museum, which happened to be near Central Park at the time. The museum has since moved downtown to a new location. The museum was showing a solo exhibit of Jeff Koons' A Retrospective. I was not familiar with his work for that day, but I did know he was very famous and his work was very controversial. This made me want to go all the more. I created my own agenda for the day and decided to join the cheer team. I would get to be with my daughter and help out, and while they were in Central Park doing their activities, I would go off to the museum. It was a perfect scenario. Off we went, into New York for the day. We did a lot of walking as we were too large a group to hop on a subway, a cab, or a bus. We walked north from Penn Station to Columbus Circle and into Central Park. At that point, I went off on my own to follow my agenda. There was a bit of a line at the museum, and of course, I worried I would not be able to see everything I planned to see. There were floors of Jeff Koons' work on display, as well as the museum's regular collection. I waited, and finally, I was able to get in. Let me tell you a little about Jeff Koons. Jeff Koons is a contemporary artist, American-born in 1955. He is well known for his reproductions of ordinary objects, both in paintings and in sculpture. Jeff Koons' work is very controversial. Many art critics believe his work to be very commercial and self-merchandising, while others believe it's innovative. I have different opinions regarding each piece. I guess I am also divided in my feelings as well, but without overanalyzing, I find his work to be fun. Koons became the most expensive living artist in 2013 when his balloon dog, Orange, sold for $58.4 million in auction. Balloon Dog is a stainless steel sculpture with a painted or colored coating. Koons made several of these in different colors. Balloon Dog takes the form of an actual latex balloon, yet it's made of steel. This sculpture is one of the more popular works because it celebrates childhood, innocence, and hope. It is part of the Celebration series. Koons has 8 children who he claims have been an inspiration. His son had been playing with Play-Doh and made this structure or pile of colors, and then said, "Hey Dad, voila!" Koons said each color had become this organic shape that fit the next one under it. Koons called it abstract expressionism, and that's how he created Play-Doh. Another work called Popeye is a huge oil painting on canvas. Here he turned a regular comic or cartoon character that was usually in print form for large quantities into a luxury commodity. Other artists who have done the same and who influenced Koons were Andy Warhol and Roy Lichtenstein. Koons depicts Popeye in 2D, the painting, and in 3D, a granite sculpture. Loopy is a 9-foot-tall painting, oil on canvas. Koons got his images from product packaging, advertisements, and magazine photography. He had teams work with him using Photoshop and computerized colors for 6 months on this one painting. Look closely. Can you find connections between the lines, shapes, and colors? Do you recognize any images? A fun fact to share about Jeff Koons is that he was commissioned by Lady Gaga to create the artwork for her album Art Pop, and she actually uses his name Koons in the single Applause. The line was about bringing art and pop together. Koons describes some of his work as embracing the things that we love and enjoy and bringing a time and memory from youth when we were open to everything. Like Koons, my children are also my inspiration. They inspire me to embrace the things we love and enjoy and to be passionate about everything we do in life. After my visit to the museum, I quickly walked back to Central Park to try to find my daughter and the cheer group. I was able to get back to them, enjoy the rest of the time there, and help with our long walk back to Penn Station. We made it back home to New Jersey with memories in our hearts, images in our minds, pictures on our phones, and for me, art to share.